'Twas the night before exams, when all through the school every student was studying, even self-proclaimed Mr. Cool.
When did we ever learn this?
The Christmas lights were hung above the lockers with care, in hopes that candy canes would find their way there. The students were restless, though not a tear was shed, while visions of vacations danced in their heads, and Gifford on his leash, sitting on my lap, couldn't wait to settle in for a long winter's nap. When out by the dome there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my desk to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, to open the blinds which came down with a crash. That's when I saw them. Oh, the sight was a drag. Several cars were parked there without their hang tags. To the PA I traveled, interrupted classes, what a shame. I shouted and whistled and called them by name. Now May, now Nichols, now Miles and Milbury. On Perro, on Tar, on Croc and Zengali. Go to the central office, but be sure not to stall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. Down to my office the troublemakers they flew, with prayers of forgiveness and perhaps a little bribery too. And then in a slam I heard from my chair the clatter of students who seemed not to care. As I poked out my head and saw them turn around, I gathered myself and put on my very best Brother Bob frown. Now with the situation handled and the trouble resolved, it was time to become Santa and get more involved. I whipped out my list of chivalrous knights.
Time to see who's naughty and nice.
He was dressed in all red from his head to his foot, and on them his shoes were carefully put. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
His eyes, how they twinkle, his dimples, how merry.
His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as snow. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. So I spoke not a word, but went straight to my work, and filled in the bubbles with a quiet smirk.
Christmas is here. So let out your cheer!
You're a knight, gosh darn it, and have nothing to fear.
We're one big family, we're all real tight.
So Merry Christmas to all, and to all